You know, I think David Lee Roth would really like the Chevrolet Colorado ZR2, because if you're driving this, you might as well jump. The Chevrolet Colorado was fully redesigned for 2023. That includes this top-of-the-line, high-performance ZR2 model. Comes with a 310 horsepower, 2.7-liter turbocharged four-cylinder that cranks 430 pound-feet of torque through an 8-speed automatic transmission and a 4x4 system with part and full-time settings. And it has rear and front-locking differentials for when things get really rough. But its main calling card is a suspension that features Multimatic DSSV shock absorbers, which use precision spool valves to control the fluid inside and allow this to be set up with both position and velocity sensitive damping characteristics that let them stay soft and compliant over small bumps, but then firm up over big bumps and jumps to soak up the impacts without bottoming out. To help the ZR2 make the most of its capability, which includes 10.7 inches of ground clearance, Chevrolet gave it this high clearance front bumper that opens up the tire face. And while the stock bumper is plastic, it does get a steel skid plate. There's also something neat in the grille. This has one of Chevrolet's signature flow tie bow tie badges that allows air to go through it to help improve cooling for the engine. And I wish I had some extra cooling on a day like today. The ZR2's interior has been significantly updated over the previous generations with great styling, premium materials, and dual digital displays. But while it is pretty roomy for a mid-sized truck, it is still a mid-sized truck and a bit snug back here when I give it my old 6'1" scooch test where I see if I can fit behind myself where the front seat is set comfortably for me. But there's something else I like back here related to the Caffeina cup and bottle holder count. Brought to you by Caffeina caffeinated spring water for when you need a little spring in your step, like the ZR2 has. So this truck's well equipped for hydration. You have bottle slots in all 4 doors, 2 cup holders up front, and in the back here, 2 on the center armrest. But one of the options packages adds a center armrest with 2 more cup holders. That's room for 10 drinks for 4 passengers, which seems very appropriate for a vehicle designed to go out in the desert with. Caffeina! Buy it on Amazon using the link in the description. The Colorado ZR2 is as close to a motocross bike as a pickup can get, and yes, it will catch air. Believe it or not, Multimatic originally developed these shock absorbers for road racing cars like Indy cars and Formula One cars. And their characteristics do improve the Colorado's on-road ride, delivering a very nice mix of comfort and control in the curves. But it's a little more fun when you're kind of out of control. The engine is very well suited to this truck, although it does take a hit on fuel economy thanks to all those off-road upgrades. It has an EPA rating of 16 miles per gallon city, 16 miles per gallon highway, which, if my math is correct, is 16 miles per gallon combined. But I'll double check. The Colorado ZR2 starts just over $48,000, and this one with a couple of options that you might want, including a 360-degree camera that works on trails and adaptive cruise control, is just over $52,000. Which in today's market actually seems like a lot of vehicle for the money, especially when you consider a V8 powered Chevrolet Silverado ZR2 cost about $25,000 more. And while you do get a much bigger truck, that doesn't necessarily make it a better one if you want to play with it like this. The Colorado feels exactly the right size. My biggest gripe with this truck is that I think it might be a little too nice. I almost feel bad getting this dirty. Almost. There isn't much direct competition for this right now. The Jeep Gladiator Mojave, probably the only thing close to it. But there is a new Ford Ranger Raptor on the way soon, as well as a redesigned Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro that has shocks in the seats. But it doesn't have these shocks.